Alright, so this video is basically a video about AoE grinding. A good place to do it is Old Orsinium, and I'm going to show you how to do it effectively, as I've seen a lot of people that don't. So to start off with, we'll go to Great Bay Way Shrine, which is the closest way shrine, and from there we'll head to the dungeon. So this bit will be sped up, just so you don't have to see me running around lots. So this is where the dungeon is, in Hrothgar, down the bottom left, right in the corner. And we're going to the very inside section, right down the bottom area. So I'll fast forward again till we get to there. Just to mention that you do need to have done, or at least started the quest line, and unlocked through the first puzzle door in order to get to the right spot. So if you haven't done the quest, you'll have to pick it up, and it should be started just around here talking to this thing, or guy. Just while this is fast forwarded, I'll mention a couple little extra things that are quite good about here. For me, the main thing is that because we're in Hrothgar here, it is all battle leveled, which means you can come in at any level and grind up all the way to max if you want to. Another good thing, because it is the public dungeon, it means you can go in there with friends and you can have somebody with a high DPS go in and help you kill them faster, making it easier, especially when you're trying to quickly level up a new team. Also, because it's one of the two public dungeons in Hrothgar, it means you can also have a chance when killing the mobs or bosses, a chance of dropping the Ancient Orc motif pages. The biggest downside I see with this area though is, once again, because it's a public dungeon, there's a chance other people can come in here and be grinding as well. That's true for every grind spot. The only bad thing about this one is when you're trying to line of sight things and you've got random people running around, it can stop them from line of sighting properly, and then you'd have to obviously run out and chase them to kill them instead of having them chase you. Alright, so that is the second puzzle door when you're doing the quest, which you don't actually have to do for this grinding place. And this is marking whereabouts we're trying to go. So the place we're after is just up here. Now, I've just mentioned about my setup at the moment. I've basically just got a whole bunch of spells I want to level up, so the setup's not that great, but this will just show that you can have a trashy or reasonably trashy setup and still do fine here, as long as you can self-heal and AoE DPS. So here we go, starting with the first pull. That's the first group. The spiders is the second group. And then these guys are the third group. If you line of sight behind this little bit of pillar thing, you'll bring the others from the first group closer. And then you can stand by this pillar to bring the other guys out a little. If you stay behind the pillar longer, you'll bring those guys in more. And that's the first pull, 3 mobs. You'll notice there's a spider chasing us. They'll spawn one at a time, so it's a waste of time fighting those, so just ignore them. First pull's the Hag Ravens. Second pull's the middle group. Third pull of these guys. Again, line of sight behind that to bring everyone close. Then line of sight over here, and that'll bring the ones in the hallway out. Now everyone's pretty close together for some easy AoE killing. And that's your second group killed, another 3 mobs. Now we continue heading up. Grab the first mob. The second mob. And grab your third mob. You come behind this pillar, you'll be able to draw the first groups out a little bit more. And then come behind this doorway to bring the hallway guys out. After that, it's another quick easy AoE. And that is 3 more mobs killed. Now, if you've got fast DPS, you can also kill the boss mob, and that'll be a good experience for you. If your DPS is not fast, don't bother killing it, because it'll just slow you down. But there are 3 here, a healer, a mage, and a melee. So if you do kill them, you can pull the next mob running straight forwards, or if you don't kill them, you may as well just skip them, and that's the way you came out, and just coming through this way. So here we're going to pull all the mobs again. If you have range, that makes this a bit far easier. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand in this little corner. If I stand in this little corner, all the mobs come together. You'll sometimes get a few ranged guys from the 4th group, which is in this hallway. They don't quite sit in the range, but you can ignore him, either kill as you run past, or kill him along with these 3, because these 3 can't be pulled to anything else. Then the final pull for the, what I call a small loop, is just here, where we kill those guys with these guys. And to make them come in, you want to stand line of sighting behind this second beam. And that's a mob of 2 pulled. Now if your DPS is very fast and strong, the mob here will not have respawned yet. As you can see, mine is a fast DPS with AoE, so mine has respawned. Which means you're going to have to do the medium loop. If your DPS is lower and they've respawned, you can do the fast loop, which means you can continue the loop again from here. However, I'll now show you the medium loop for people with fast DPS. Or if you've got a group of 2, you might have fast enough DPS for it. So do that. We leave coming out here. Jump off this little ledge. If you jump, you get over all the rubble, so you have to deal with crap. Pull your 3 mobs, and you want to line of sight behind this little pillar. By line of sighting behind this pillar, you can get all of the 3 mobs to all come pretty close together for a quick easy AoE. That's 3 more mobs killed. The final mob to do is just here. So you got the first mob there, and then you've got these guys. In order to get that first mob to come with you, you want to line of sight behind or on the edge of this thing, and it makes them move in to being with these guys. And that is how you line of sight all the mobs to bring them together in the run. Then it's simple to just come back up the stairs. And by this time, that first group should have respawned for most DPS, unless you've got like a group of 2 people that are doing insanely fast DPS. But as you can see here on my own, they do respawn. In which case, you can now continue to run the loop again. Line of sight here to bring those guys out. If you're taking a bit of time to kill everything and you've still got something to mob. as well just kill this last one, just to make a nice end point for me to stop moving without killing stuff. Line of sight. Make sure I pull one of them. And you can see I failed to hit that last mob because I lagged out too much. But that's alright. Line of sight them. Go there. So just a quick review. It is fastest if you have 2 people. If you are doing it with 2 people, both of the people need to go to the line of sighting spots, otherwise the mobs will just attack whoever is not line of sighting. You can just run this loop clockwise all the time and level up all your spells. As you can see, my main spell is Steel Tornado. The other 4 spells I got on my bar are all just for leveling up. Hope you've enjoyed this video and helps you speed up your AoE grinding in Old Orsinium.